Hey guys, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Ready to Love, Season 10, Episode 5. Sorry I'm getting this video up late. I've been redecorating, you guys know that, and I got a little sidetracked, but I am back and ready to go. So let's get into this week's review. So the cast go to Tommy's block party. So everybody is there, and it's mentioned via, I believe it was Tae in her confessional, that things are a little tense between her and Cisco. And the reason being is because they had a conversation and he revealed that he doesn't have a car right now and that he doesn't have his own home. He's living in a room, which means he's renting a room from somebody or whatever. And when he gets there, he speaks to her, but it's, kind of awkward. Their energy isn't the same as it was, and rightfully so. Then he's sweating all over the place. I really need for him to get that together. Arms sweating, back sweating, like Jesus. All right, like please put some powder on or something. He says in his confessional that he told her he had a divorce, and after the divorce he moved back to Philly and has been struggling to get on his feet since then. And here's my thing about that. Cisco, I feel like your priorities are in the wrong place. No way should you be on a reality dating show competition and you don't have a car and you're living in a room and you're trying to get yourself back together. Finding love is the last thing you need to be searching for. You need to be in the classified searching for a job, sir. Go to Home Depot and stand outside like the Mexicans do. You big and brawny. Somebody will hire you to do some contracting or something. Be a lunch lady. I don't know what to tell you, but no. You should not be on no dang on ready to love. You're ready for employment, sir. Your priorities are all in the wrong place. That would be a turnoff for me, because I'll be looking at you like, you can't search for love, sir. You searching for a W-2 form. Excuse, what? Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Go to a Planet Fitness and try to be a fitness coach or something, like a trainer. Like, you big for nothing. Like, I'm not understanding what's going on. Why you can't find no job? It's obvious to me that it's more to his story than what he's saying. And we're going to get to that in a minute. So the men are in power again. And the reason being is because there's more women than there are men. So they got to get rid of some of these heifers. So at the block party, Cam is really vibing with Rose. He really, really likes her. Their rapport is really good. After that conversation where he almost got eliminated, he has really blossomed and opened up and seems way more confident within himself. But the gag is he also likes Sahara. Like, he liked the fact that she, ghetto girl popping her lips, talking loud. Like, he liked it. He feeling both of them. So Rocky decides that she's going to read a schmexual poem to Naeem, because she ain't really connecting with nobody for real. It was so cringy. It was so cringy. It was so cringy. He was just sitting there looking like, what is going on? And this is coming from the man with 5 kids with like 5 different baby mamas or something. And he looking at her like, can somebody save me? Like, what's going on? But he wasn't feeling it. Like, he, in his confessional, says that, he only looks at her like a friend. And Rocky is not a bad looking girl. To me, she's just sloppy. She doesn't sit up straight. She doesn't wear the proper undergarments. Like, she be looking pretty in her confessionals. I don't understand why she doesn't translate that to, the dates and the gatherings that they have on the show. But Cisco sits down with Naeem and talks to him about what's going on with Tae. And he feels like the spark between them is fading, and he says that he's embarrassed because he's 42, and that after his divorce he experienced homelessness, and that his mama don't mess with him, so he couldn't go back home and stay with his mom. Now, Naeem gives him words of encouragement that really touch him, and they hug and he thanks him for being there. But this is why I said earlier that I feel like it's more to Cisco's story, because what's going on with you that after your divorce, you ain't got no money, you're homeless, and your mama don't mess with you? Now, it's either one or two things. Your mama is a biz naive, and she was a horrible mama, and was the type of mama where she was like, F my kids, mama got to have a life too. Or either you a ain't-ish son that be on some other stuff and got some other stuff going on, and she tired of you and don't want no parts of it, okay? And it's giving me like, does he have a criminal background? Is he abusive? Like, what's going on? Because why is it so hard for you to find employment? Why, after your divorce, did you not have any money? Like, was your wife taking care of you financially? Like, what's going on? And I feel like there are more questions that need to be asked when it comes to what's going on. Because that's something for your mama to be like, you ain't coming here. Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? Now, I know that he said, that he is working. So he making a little bit of money, obviously, but I guess it's not enough for him to get his own place. Girl, nah. I understand he like Tae and all of that, but no. So Cam, however, is kicking it with Rose on the stoop, but is watching Sahara laugh and kiki with Jay, and he was feeling some type of way about it. So it's obvious to me that like he is stuck between these two girls, and it's going to come to a point where he's going to have to make a decision, because he can't have both of them. You know what I'm saying? But he was jealous watching Sahara kick it with Jay. So Fritz talks to Shanice, and he tells her that he loved the prayer that she sent to him. It really touched him. And, they are vibing. Like, they really are getting to know one another, so much so that she kisses him, child. And he didn't mind it at all. Like, they got, a little love thing going on. And she is really starting to feel Fritz, but says in her confessional that she felt guilty for kissing him because it felt like she was cheating on Cisco. And yeah, her and Cisco do got, this chemistry, but it seems to me like he's more connected to Tae. He is, deeper in it with her or whatever. I feel like with Shanice, it's more of a physical thing between the two of them. But at some point during the block party, Cisco pulls Tae and like, look, we got to talk, And I gotta say, I liked when he was like, come on. It was like, okay, all right, I see you. You know what I'm saying? He had some little bass in his voice. So they go to the side and they talk, and she says, what you revealed to me scared me. Rightfully so, And I was shocked when she started crying. I'm like, what is you crying for? Because I guess she really like him, and she's torn between whether to be like, nah, this ain't the right time, or to give this man a chance, because it could be a situation where he just is a man that is going through a really bad time, and you don't want to miss out on a good man just because he down on his luck right now, because he could be up tomorrow. And I get that, but we need some more conversations. Like, we gonna have to talk, And she says that, he is everything that she wants in a man outside of the financials, pretty much. And, he embraces her and hugs her and everything. What would y'all do if y'all were in her predicament? Would you continue on seeing him? Or would you be like, right man, wrong time, holla at me when you get it together? For me, it's going to be a holla at me when you get it together, because I don't need no homosexual in my life. No. No. And like I said, he does have a job, but and he sweat too much for me. Like, I can't. No. Nope. Just simply can't. And I just feel like once again his priorities are in the wrong place. So Rocky asks Fritz about the whole Polly situation. And he tells her that, he's intrigued by it, but he does not want to participate in it. And he can never see himself taking that type of situation home to his mother. It's not for him. But Rocky keep on pressing the situation or whatever. He was handling it very well, but you could tell he was getting annoyed because, like, why is this thing following me around? Now, the women do have a right to side-eye him. You know what I'm saying? Because you say you're intrigued by it. And if you're somebody that is following these numerous pages that have to do with that, I feel like it's something you're intrigued by. And I feel like you're intrigued by it so much that at some point you might want to try it. I don't follow stuff that I'm not interested in to a point that I might not want, that I might want to, try that. You know what I'm saying? I don't follow like stuff like that. Even if it's just weird to me, but I understand him being aggravated by them constantly asking him that because he's given an answer and obviously it's not gonna change. It's a hard place to be in. What would y'all do if y'all were the ladies and you meet a guy that's following, poly sites or whatever, but he says that it's just intriguing to him, but he doesn't want to ever do that? Would that be a red flag for you? For me, it'd be a red flag for me. I don't know if I could really take him seriously. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Coley and Ed are vibing on a stoop as well, and they, hugged up. She's sitting between his legs. He got his arms wrapped around her. And Angie kind of feeling some type of way because, they got a little thing going on between them. But, she kept it cute. She ain't, get jealous and go over and, do all of that. She handled it well. Coley, however, tries to kiss him, but he's curved her, and she walked off. You could tell she was upset that he didn't want to kiss her in front of everybody. But for him, in his confessional, he says that he didn't feel right doing it because he didn't want Deanna or Angie to get mad. And then it's kind of disrespectful because if you kissing somebody in that type of setting, it's letting the other ladies know that this is who you want. You know what I'm saying? So I agreed with him with not kissing her. You know what I'm saying? Especially if he hadn't made the decision that it's only going to be her at that point. So I respected that. I really honestly did. I personally like Ed more so with Angie or Deanna. Coley is cool, but I feel like Coley is a little bit too demanding and there is a little bit of childishness in her, immaturity. But I like her for the most part. So Sahara and Angie win the challenge. They play the game and they end up winning. So they got to pick any other guys that they wanted to go on a date with. So Sahara picked Fritz, which I was really shocked by. And she said that she picked him because of that little tiff that they had at the gym where she confronted him about copying and pasting text messages or whatever. So he himself was really shocked that she even invited him as well. So they get to a nail salon, they're having pedicures or whatever. And at first it was kind of going okay until she brought up the Polly situation. Now she bringing it up and asking questions. And he was like, oh my God, like I said, I don't want to do that. Okay. And then she brings up the text situation again, and she being real extra about it, like just doing too much. Like, it's okay to be hood. Don't get me wrong, because I'm hood, but I know that it's a time and a place for everything. You know what I'm saying? She hood 24/7. It's like, calm down. Like, ew. Like, is she the type I can't take you nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Because you gonna embarrass me. So he was very turned off by her, and I didn't blame him at all because she's too much. Angie chose Hussein, And they go to a sound bath, and afterwards Angie gives him this keychain for his son who is in a different state. It was a very, very kind and sweet gesture. You can tell it meant a lot to him. Angie is a very nice woman. She's very thoughtful, and you can tell she's the caring, nurturing type, and that when she's in it, she's in it. You know what I'm saying? I think that she's going to make someone a really good wife, especially if you give what she's giving out. You know what I'm saying? I like Angie a lot. I really honestly do. And I hope that, one of the guys really do put effort into showing her that, you my one. So the men meet up with Tommy, and a lot of the guys are saying still that they are feeling Tae, Deanna, Kiara, Shanice. They're all in the top. The men put Sahara in the bottom, though. A lot of them are not feeling her, particularly Fritz. And he keeps making comments about, we got to get her out of here. We got to get her out of here. And it really bothered Cam because he felt like Fritz was campaigning to get her out and like basically putting it in the other guys' heads so she could be eliminated. And he spoke up about it. And he was like, you can have your own issues with her, but don't try to sway others. And Fritz was like, that's not what I'm doing at all. You know what I'm saying? They making their own decisions. However, Cisco backs up Cam. And, it's a little tiff going on, but Tommy handles it well. Now, in this case, I understand Cam likes Sahara and he wants to keep her around. But if you're the only one, sir, you can't get mad when there are other guys in this group that just ain't feeling her. And it's not right to make them want to keep her around when you're the only one vibing with her. Like, why would we get rid of somebody else that has multiple connections and you the only one that like her? Like, continue to talk to her outside of the show, sir. Like, come on. So I get that. I really honestly do get where the guys is coming from. Was Fritz being annoying? Yes, he was. He most definitely was. So, Tommy tells the guys that since it's more women than men, that they have to do a double elimination. So at the end of the episode, Sahara, Rocky, and Coley are in the bottom. Cam meets up with Sahara, and he reveals to her that somebody in particular was trying to get her out. And he says that some of the guys feel intimidated by her. Now, that was a lie. That is not that's not what was said at all. And she was like, if I'm intimidating to them, then they don't need to want to be with me. I don't want to be with them. No, that's not the case. You're annoying to them. And I hate that he didn't tell her the truth. You're annoying and you're too much. And I understand, like she said, I want somebody that's going to accept me for me. And there's somebody out there for everybody, but girl, calm it down. Ed meets with Coley and tells her that, he really wasn't feeling the fact that she tried to kiss him at the block party. And you could tell she was a little salty about that and offended. And he also tells her that some of the men feel like she's too into herself. And she didn't really like that, hearing that either. Then Rocky meets with Jay, and he tells her that some of the guys feels like she's so caring that it's hard to see her in the intimate light. You know what I'm saying? And she understands that and gets that, So we don't find out which two ladies are going to be eliminated. It was left on a to be continued, but I think that it's going to be Sahara and Coley. I don't think that it's going to be Rocky. I think that Rocky still has a chance. But who do you guys think out of the three is going to be eliminated? And who do you want to see go? I personally want to see Sahara go, most definitely. And I want to see I would love to see Rocky stay, but I don't think that any of these guys are her person. Yeah. So if that's the case, then I think that Coley should stay, because I think that she can make other connections. But I just think like Rocky on a whole nother level, and ain't none of these dudes on that level that she's on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give this week's episode of Ready to Love a B+. It was a really good episode. I really was feeling it. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. However, down below in the comments section, please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.